I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So now we continue with Zechariah, our last chapters. We're all in the 4th year of Darius. I believe this is just a continuation of those same visions, so here we go. Chapter 9. Zechariah speaks messianically. Messiah shall come, having salvation, lowly, and riding upon an ass. He shall free the prisoners from the pit. Judah and Ephraim are instruments of the Lord. The burden of the word of the Lord in the land of Hadrach, and Damascus shall be the rest thereof. When the eyes of man, as of all the tribes of Israel, shall be toward the Lord, and Hamath also shall order thereby, Tyrus and Zidon, though it be very wise. And Tyrus did build herself a stronghold, and heaped up silver as the dust, and fine gold as the mire of the streets. Behold, the Lord will cast her out, and he will smite her power in the sea, and she shall be devoured with fire. Askelon shall see it, and fear. Gaza also shall see it, and be very sorrowful, and Ekron, for her expectation shall be ashamed, and the king shall perish from Gaza, and Askelon shall not be inhabited. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. And I will take away his blood out of his mouth, and his abominations from between his teeth. But he that remaineth, even he, shall be for our God, and he shall be as a governor in Judah, and Ekron as a Jebusite. And I will encamp about mine house because of the army, because of him that passeth by, and because of him that returneth. And no oppressor shall pass through them any more, for now have I seen with mine eyes. Tyre and Zidon, those are the Phoenician cities, the primary Phoenician cities, are going to be destroyed. Ashkelon, Gaza, Ekron, Ashdod, these are all cities of the Philistines. Looks like they're going to be destroyed. It's a little odd how it's worded, but this all basically happens around the time of the Romans. Most of these cities will be conquered by the Greeks. Tyrus itself is destroyed by Alexander the Great. It's just a little odd. Verse 9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding upon an ass, and upon a colt the foal of an ass. And I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim, and the horse from Jerusalem, and the battle bow shall be cut off. And he shall speak peace unto the heathen, and his dominion shall be from sea even to sea, and from the river even to the ends of the earth. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water. So it seems that the first portion there, verses 1 through 8, is kind of a prophecy of what's going to happen in this area between Persia and Christ. These cities will be destroyed, which happens with Alexander. There will be a foreign governor coming in. That almost sounds like Herod the Great. Herod, he was of, I believe he was a descendant of Esau. He was of the Edomites. And then, after all that, Christ comes riding on the colt of an ass. And this happens on the day of on the triumphal entry, Palm Sunday. So, very interesting. But note in verse 11 there, I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit. That again is the work for the dead. He has opened the pit or the prison, and he has made it possible for those in the spirit prison to come out through the vicarious work for the dead. So again, we have a prophecy of the salvation for the dead here. Verse 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. And the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning. And the Lord God shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south. The Lord of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour, and subdue with sling stones. And they shall drink and make a noise as through wine. And they shall be filled like bowls, and as the corners of the altar. And the Lord their God shall save them in that day as the flock of his people. For they shall be as the stones of a crown, lifted up as an ensign upon his land. For how great is his goodness, and how great is his beauty! Corn shall make the young men cheerful, and new wine the maids. So this is just a prophecy again of the restoration of Israel to their promised lands in the Middle East. God is going to fight for them. He is going to restore them. They are going to have great prosperity. And this is going to happen in the last days and will not be fully complete, of course, until the millennium. But it's an interesting way of putting it, though. I do like his imagery here. But we're going to leave that here, and we'll pick this up in chapter 10, so I will see you there.